Are we kidding? Are we freaking joking? If you are a person that does not like curse words, you don't like the F word, you don't like whatever, this today might not be the video for you. There's no intro, there's no nothing. I just have to talk about last night because this is absolutely fucking ridiculous. LA Knight once again lost the Money in the Bank match. I can't believe it because they just gave it to Seth freaking Rollins. And it's absolutely fucking ridiculous that it's been 3 years that we've been sitting here waiting. The whole reason why I even got back into WWE was because of LA Knight. There is a reason that the fans like him. There's a reason that I like him. It's something about him. He's very charismatic. He's very unique. And he's super talented. And for 3 fucking years, we've been waiting for this shit. And Triple H has the gall to sit there after Money in the Bank in 2023 when people were chanting for his name saying good things will come to those who wait. My fucking ass. We've been sitting here for 3 years. You burn him the first year, and you tease us right in our faces as he's climbing the ladder. He's about to grab it, and Damian Priest grabs it and throws him off the ladder and takes it for himself. And everybody was pissed off about it, which was fine. You know why? Credit where credit is due with Damian Priest, because he actually had a fantastic cash-in at WrestleMania against Drew McIntyre. And I actually loved it, and I was there. It was a big surprise. So you know what? I was like, you know what? I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. LA Knight had a meteoric rise to superstardom that year. He had a championship match with Roman Reigns. He had a couple of main event segments with Roman Reigns, and he proved to everybody, not just me, because I was rooting for him, but I was scared. I'm not going to lie to you. He proved to me, he proved to everybody that he could actually compete in the main event, competing with Roman Reigns, having an awesome entrance, cutting off Roman Reigns' entrance, and taunting him and talking shit to him, bringing up old stuff like Suffer and Succotash and all that. And he had a pretty good match at Crown Jewel with Roman Reigns, considering Roman Reigns doesn't really do much when it's not a big match, which was fine. I was like, okay, you know what? That's pretty cool because it gave LA Knight the platform to be a main eventer, to show that he could main event, and he did. And then he had his little program with John Cena doing the tag matches and having John Cena give him that rub of like, this is a guy we believe in, or at least that's so what we thought. And then we thought we were getting all the way to WrestleMania where he was going to challenge Logan Paul for United States Championship. One of the worst title reigns in the history of fucking United States ever. And no, instead they gave him AJ Styles, which was a banger match. A pretty good freaking match because LA Knight can perform at these big events. He has a great PLE catalog. He's proven it. And I don't understand why, but they just decided, let's not do Logan Paul versus LA Knight at WrestleMania. Let's do it at SummerSlam. So we build all the way to SummerSlam. We get Logan Paul versus LA Knight. Another fantastic match. They give him the belt. Finally. We had to wait over a year for them to do anything with him. And then he actually had a solid title reign. He had matches with Andrade and Carmelo, which were great. But he had a very good reign that was cut short by Shinsuke Nakamura, who never even defended the title on SmackDown or at a PLE. I don't know what the fuck that was about. For him just to win it back, to lose it again to Jacob Fatu, which, you know what? That's fine. Because Jacob Fatu is a star. And it's very, very, very clear that he is going to be a world champion someday. He absolutely is. He does not need the Money in the Bank. He doesn't need any of that shit. He's going to be a world champion one day. And then we go to Money in the Bank 2024, where we're like, okay, you know what? Maybe this is the year. Maybe this is the year we'll get LA Knight to finally have that moment where he can eventually become a world champion. And no, they gave it to Drew McIntyre just to burn it in the same night to further a feud that really didn't need it between him and CM Punk. You could have just gave him a title match and kind of what they did at Bash in Berlin, I believe, where CM Punk runs in pretending to be the ref. They could have just done that twice. There was no need to burn it. You could have done it right then and there. You could have gave LA Knight the briefcase. But no. Instead, another year wasted. And we're still on the bandwagon. People are still very much behind LA Knight. Still getting some of the biggest pops. Still a big draw. Still the megastar. We got to wait a whole other year. Finally, Money in the Bank 2025. This has to be the year. Third time's the charm. LA Knight, Los Angeles Knight in Los Angeles, Money in the Bank. The story writes itself. There's no one else that really needs the Money in the Bank briefcase. Seth Rollins doesn't need it. He just started a whole new faction. He basically just recreated the bloodline. He became the thing that he hated about Roman Reigns. He literally is the new Roman Reigns. Solo Sikoa doesn't need it because he has the bloodline shit of his own. Andrade, he ain't winning shit. Penta, he's just going to be one of those fantastic mid-card guys. And then you have Americano. Who knows what the fuck they're going to do with him? They probably will never put a world championship on him either because they wouldn't even put the Intercontinental title on him. So LA Knight was the perfect example of he's the perfect guy to use the briefcase for. He can create a whole freaking persona around the briefcase, and it would be entertaining, and people would love it. People would eat it up. And what do? They give it to fucking Seth Rollins, a 15-year veteran in WWE, one of Triple H's guys. He's already had his Money in the Bank. He's already done all that shit. He could challenge Jey Uso next week after he beats Gunther, and it wouldn't make a difference. It wouldn't make a difference. There's no reason for him to have the briefcase. He doesn't need to secretly cash in. When he could just go up to Jey Uso, he can go up to John Cena or whoever the hell he wants and just challenge them for a title, and they'll do it. But no, let's give it to Seth Rollins because he needs it. Why does he need it? Why does he need it? And the only reason why there's not holes in my fucking wall is because I wasn't home last night. I wasn't watching it because I had somewhere else to be. And I told one of my friends, I don't give a shit what happens in any of the matches. Just text me if LA Knight wins the match. That's all you had to do. And she texted me, and it actually almost ruined my night. That's how fucking pissed I was last night. Shout out to Jenna. But goddamn, man, that ruined I was just like, are you joking? What else is there to do? What else does he have to do? I thought third times was the charm. I really did. Because at that point, it's like, there's no going back now. And then people were talking about, well, what about next year? What about next year? Who's to say LA Knight's going to have the same heat and the same power and the same fan support behind him by next year? It's like, we got to wait another year for this shit. And Money in the Bank is even later in the year next year. We have to wait over a year for that? Come on. Get the fuck out of here. LA Knight's like 40, 41. What do you need him to do? What else is there to do? And I don't understand what they're supposed to do. It doesn't make any sense. He's past 40. He's not getting any younger. Do they just not believe in him? Because, like, what's the point? Because this is also the third year in a row where they teased him almost winning. It's like they're just dangling it in our faces, basically saying, look at you fucking idiots. You're not going to get it. You're never going to get it. LA Knight is not going to be a world champion at this rate. I don't see it happening. He's not going to beat John Cena one-on-one. That's not going to happen. Seth Rollins is probably most likely going to use the cash-in to cash in tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw because they already teased that Jey Uso hurt his ribs. So even if he beats Gunther, I'm almost positive that Seth Rollins is going to cash in tomorrow night and take away Jey Uso's title. Jey Uso's days are numbered. That's all I got to say about that because Jey Uso is not going to be champion much longer, which is totally fine. His championship reign isn't great, but I don't hate it either. He deserved it, and he deserved to be a world champion at least once. But just to have Seth Rollins come in and take it like that is bullshit. And yeah, maybe in some type of world you could be like, well, that's the point because Seth Rollins is a bad guy, and that's fine. But it's just a waste of time. It's such a waste. You know what, though? It makes a lot of sense, though, because it's like there was only a week and a half to build to this, and then you do that. So it's like it's just a waste of time. They shouldn't have even fucking had it this year if you're going to do that shit. I don't get it. I don't see the point because now it's like, okay, is 4 times the charm? Do we even want to care? Do I care anymore about LA Knight winning the briefcase? Because part of me doesn't. That kind of just ruined it. It's ridiculous. And the only other reason why I don't have holes in my wall besides me not being home is when I did watch it. The only part that I truly enjoyed of this match was Solo Sikoa because he's pretty freaking funny. And I actually like the new version of him that he is. He's a little bit goofier. He's a little bit funny. And it's just something about those Samoans that they're just pretty fucking hilarious. And maybe LA Knight should just get some tribal tattoos. He should get some Polynesian tattoos because maybe if he had some of those and just said he was part of the bloodline, maybe he'd get a world title. Just maybe. Or maybe if his dad was a legend in WWE, maybe then he'd get a title. Maybe if he had some type of relatives that were part of WWE, maybe then he'd win a title. Because as of right now, if you're not Roman Reigns and you're not part of the bloodline family and you don't have the Polynesian tattoos, you ain't getting shit. You're just not. And it's getting fucking annoying. It's getting really annoying. And like, I can't believe I'm just sitting here complaining, but I did promise you that you were going to get some type of crash out right now, and it's taking everything in me to not like flip my desk. But it's just so frustrating because LA Knight got me back into this whole thing. The whole reason why I started watching again is because of his feud with Bray Wyatt. That's what got me watching weekly. And to just watch him get it fucked over constantly is getting ridiculous. It really is. Okay, yeah, it's great. He got a title shot for the fucking U.S. title, and he won the title twice. Nobody in their fucking right minds is going to WWE with the goal of winning the United States Championship. They're just not. And if you're totally okay with just winning the United States Championship and that being it, then you're in the wrong business. And you could sit there and think, well, who the fuck am I to say that? I'm saying it from a perspective as a guy that wanted to do something like this, but I have 2 bum knees, a fucked up shoulder, and a fucked up elbow. I can't do it. So I can't. And it sucks because it's like you root for people that are just an underdog like that. And to see them get fucked just fucking blows. You have one side that I'm frustrated with LA Knight, and then you have another one with Karrion Kross. And it's getting so frustrating. It's the same fucking rotation of people. Why the fuck did Seth Rollins win? Why? Makes no sense. He doesn't need it. He's going to get a title shot next week. Or he's going to steal it tomorrow night at Monday Night Raw. And it's just like, oh my God, we are in main event title hell right now. It's just, let's get some new shit going on. Just try something. Who cares if he holds it for a fucking week? Just let LA Knight win and then just take it off him. Do something different. It's getting ridiculous. The only saving grace I have right now is that R-Truth, they re-signed R-Truth. And I don't even know if they re-signed him, but they at least brought him back. And then Triple H has the gall to sit there and pretend like that was all part of the plan, like they swerved us. No, we did that shit. We're the reason why R-Truth is back. And they're going to sit there and take credit for it, which is absolute bullshit. They did not want to re-sign him. Or they at least did. It's not that they didn't want to, but there was no plans to re-sign him. And this came up very, very quickly, which also sucks because I actually had a video planned. I had a whole theory that the R-Truth thing was a work, or at least the contract thing was real, but it was all part of the plan. And R-Truth was going to be a caveat going forward for John Cena, probably near the end of his retirement tour, where he was almost the person that's going to turn back John Cena. And then they beat me to it. So I can't even make the fucking video now because there's no point. Because if I do it anyway, people are going to be like, well, it already happened, so you're an idiot. That sucks for me because I thought that maybe R-Truth was going to return much later and make the biggest fan turn John Cena back into a babyface. But I can't do that now. So that sucks too. So that's just another thing just that I just got screwed on. So I got triple fucked last night. And none of it in the good way. It's getting so frustrating. I don't know what the fuck they want to do. And coincidentally enough, which kind of sucks to look at, is that LA Knight had a huge meteoric rise. And right when The Rock came back, it slowed down a lot, which sucks because The Rock is my favorite wrestler. And I'm starting to put the blame on The Rock, and I don't give a shit what it looks like. I don't care who's actually in charge. I don't care if it's TKO with The Rock or TKO without The Rock or whoever, or if it's Triple H, whoever. It's fucking getting frustrating. This is a frustrating year. And it's just like the product's not the worst it's been. I've seen people on Twitter, which Twitter's its own fucking universe of fucking morons. But people are saying that this is the worst year ever. Like, you guys did not watch WWE from 2017 to 2019. You just didn't. And it shows. So I'll take this over anything else. But at the same time, it's just like, what are we doing here? It's getting predictable. And it's not as exciting as it could be. And it should be. And LA Knight deserved that shit. He got fucking robbed. And I'm super pissed about it. I truly am. Like, I was actually talking about it with friends last night that don't watch wrestling. And to quote Karrion Kross, because I 100% agree with him right now, the guy in the suit and the tie in the truck, go fuck yourself.